I remember my mother telling me why LGBT people were so despised in ancient times. It was because same-sex couples were thought to not be able to have children. Do you want to have children? I want to have one child, just like your mothers did. And I am willing to adopt. My mothers tried to adopt, but they were rejected by most of the adoption agencies they approached. I hope by the time we become adults things will change and we can adopt a child. You said we. Do you still want to form a romantic couple with me? That's totally up to you. You know what I want, but I would never try to push you into something not right for you. I have learned that's never right. Respecting personal boundaries is something all people should know. Well, here's my answer. But you said you were not lesbian. So what are you? I guess I am bicurious, meaning I am willing to explore a same-sex relationship with someone I trust. And I am really scared to share my body with anyone but you. Then let's go to your house. I understand your mothers won't be home from the Tuscany Tavern for several more hours. And we are almost done with this history project. Are you ready? I think I am. Let's do this. So how do you feel now? I feel like we do belong together, and I feel like telling the whole world about it. I love you, Debbie, just like Mother Lucy and Mother Jessica do each other. And I don't need anyone else, ever. Indeed, I feel the same. This experience was every bit as beautiful as I hoped it would be. And the best part? No fear of an accidental pregnancy. Yes. But you know what? If I could get you pregnant someday, I would. Perhaps a decade from now we could do exactly as my mothers did. Mother Jessica, Debbie and I are now officially a couple. We tied the knot while you were at work. I hope that is okay. Absolutely. Debbie is a wonderful young lady. I always thought she'd be good for you. I'm glad you respect our opinions and was willing to come to us with this news immediately, but in the end, the choice of starting any relationship must always be your own. We can't tell you what is best for you regarding your personal life. But if something later goes wrong with the relationship, do be sure to talk to us about it, so we can give you advice. What could go wrong? You and Mother Lucy seem to be perfect for each other. I want to be like you. No. We are not perfect. Perfection and the concept of happily ever after only exists in fairy tales. In the real world, relationships are often messy and confusing, and you must sometimes make hard choices. Before I met Lucy, I was with another woman. Her name was Barbara. When Barbara and I first met at a gay and lesbian club in Boston, she told me how beautiful she thought I was and that she had never been so impressed by anyone before. Well, you are beautiful. Any woman, or man for that matter, should be proud to have someone like you by their side. Lucy clearly hit the jackpot with you. Yes, you are so right, Carrie. I couldn't have asked for a better love partner. Anyway, Barbara and I moved in together after only a few weeks. Then the trouble started. She turned out to be an alcoholic. And when she got drunk, she would get violent. Contrary to popular belief, women can be just as abusive to other women, or even to men, as men can be to their partners. She also couldn't keep a job more than a month or two. When she lost one of her jobs, she demanded money from me so she could buy more alcohol. I refused and she slapped me. I was forced to physically restrain her and then knock her out. I then called the police, and when they arrived, I showed them the black eye Barbara had given me. They took her to jail and I made sure she couldn't return. So why were you so quick to let Lucy move in with you? I was taking a huge risk, But Lucy is not Barbara. She doesn't drink, she has never hit me, and she has always treated me like an equal partner and not merely a living ATM. If I had rejected Lucy because of Barbara, that would have been unfair to Lucy. You don't reject people because of what they might do. And something else you should know. My first sexual encounter was when I was about a year older than you. And it was with a man nearly twice my age.
What were you doing with such a man?
Being stupid. I thought being with an older man would make me more mature, but in reality, the man was interested in me because he was himself profoundly immature. And that became clear on our second date, when he raped me in his car.
Oh, that's terrible.
He didn't even think to use protection. I didn't report the rape to the police, but I did have to see a gynecologist a few weeks later to make sure I wasn't pregnant or had contracted an STD. I never saw that pervert again.
Is that why you are lesbian? Because your first partner raped you?
No. I have no hatred towards men. I just don't love them like I could ever love a woman. And Lucy is the love of my life. We really respect each other, just as you and Debbie respect each other as well. As long as your worth and dignity is always respected, your relationship will thrive. It's not a matter of gender.
Thank you. I'm glad we had this discussion. It only confirms I did the right thing with Debbie tonight. She is mine and I will be hers from now on.